Max, this is only a few months after you just raised your previous series. I mean, what are you going to be using this money for?
We are investing in the United States. We landed in New York a year ago. This was the first week in 2025, New York Legal Week, when Legora launched in the United States. Now we've opened in New York, we've opened in Denver, Chicago, Houston. We're investing in the product, in the infrastructure, in customer support teams to support the astronomical demand that we're seeing from the US.
And that is what the VCs are responding to here, the fact that you are signing more and more legal professionals to come and join your platform. But yesterday we just had Harvey AI on, and word has it that they're a competitive force out there. How are you seeing your space in the world? How are you unique versus a Harvey, for example?
So I think legal tech has for a long time been sort of stuck in the pre-digital era. With LLMs, we're seeing a wave of companies come and automate tasks, build new systems, and it's a renaissance for the industry. So there's lots of companies growing very quickly. There's a lot of greenfield opportunity. We started in Stockholm, Sweden, just 3 years ago. And now we've landed here. We're expanding with big law firms, with big enterprises. And I think the reality is that this market has only done 0 to 1. Now we are on the journey of 1 to 10 and 10 to 100. And there's so much left to build. And that's our opportunity and our challenge.
Max, what's interesting about what you just outlined is different jurisdictions, right? You're talking about American law, Nordic law, European law. Take us inside building Legora and the necessary data sets to be able to service the legal profession in those different markets where laws and filings are completely different.
So in order to build systems and agents that perform real work, there's really 2 different types of data that you need to work with. As you said, it's the local jurisdictional data, the case law, the legislation, and then it's the firms and the enterprises' own data. And it's the combination of the 2 within a platform like Legora that becomes incredibly valuable. Because I think these systems used to kind of feel like co-pilots. You were working together with them on small tasks, but now you're actually able to offload entire end-to-end agentic workflows, and the systems are performing end-to-end work for you. So when we started out in Stockholm, Sweden, that market is smaller than one of the big law firms here in New York. So we really practiced that muscle. And now that we're here, I'm an engineer, we'll really lead with a product.
Max, I suffered through law school, and I'm the son of 2 lawyers, and I brought that up yesterday, so I'll be consistent. And I know from that context that lawyers bill by the minute, sometimes scanning barcodes for 5 minutes of work, 15 minutes of work. How do you charge and structure your revenues for the platform?
So we charge on a seat basis today. I think that is the easiest way for some of these customers to buy. But as we move towards this world where Legora is performing more end-to-end work, I think both consumption and outcome-based pricing models will make a lot of sense for our clients and also, in turn, their clients, right? The way that law firms are charging for tasks that AI can perform together with them will have to move from a billable hour model to more of a fixed fee or outcome-based system.
Can you just set the scene here? Because you're building upon, in many ways, the innovations of Anthropic. But Anthropic is also doing its own Claude plugin for law. How does this competitive environment unfold for the future businesses you want to sign on? How do they decide between you, Anthropic, Harvey, what they already have as point solutions?
Yeah. So, Legora wouldn't exist without the LLMs. We were founded in late spring of 2023 off the back of the release of GPT 3.5. That was the first time the models became good enough to build any real software on. In the beginning, there were so many issues around the models. You had to reduce the hallucinations, you had to guardrail them, we had to build a lot of systems around them. Today, we are very focused on bringing the capabilities of those models into an enterprise legal setting. So when we work with a law firm like White & Case or Cleary Gottlieb, right, they are deploying Legora, and they're turning over billions of dollars using our system. And the interesting thing for us is every quarter the ground shakes a little bit. Right? The new models are capable of doing new things, which needs to be reflected in our product roadmap. We cannot plan for a year ahead because in 3 months, in 6 months, the capabilities might have changed, so our product has to change.
Max, we just have 20 seconds, but I think what Caroline's question is, what is your moat? Do you have a moat?
I think we have a real moat, of course. I mean, the way that we're deployed within these enterprises, connected to their data, the way that we've set up the permissions, the way that we work with delivering work. For instance, Debevoise just launched their client portal on Legora, where they are connecting their work to their external clients. So there's a real network effect within our product too.